think one of the things that's really important in our education system is being really respectful of the profession of teaching and recognising that the thing that makes the biggest difference in a child's life within the school is how effective their teacher is. So if there were one thing that I could change, it would be changing the conversation about how our teachers are treated and respected within this country, and that they would be treated like the professionals that we believe that they are.
If there's one thing I could change, it would be the perception that there aren't great teachers out there, and that teacher education is not producing teachers that are willing to and succeeding in working in these low SES schools.
I would like to have more control over the staff that I have. I'm very blessed with the staff that I do have because they give 150% to the children that we have at our school. But I can lose them because I haven't employed them, I don't employ them.
Nurturing teachers to be the best that they can be is what the system, needs, and that requires support from all angles.
A greater focus on the teaching that actually works, to identify the teaching that works and the teaching that doesn't work, and then to set a strategy around that.
I think the fact that we're not managing performance as aggressively as we should is causing the profession to become undermined. It's tying the hands of principals and school leaders and impacting the morale of others who are there who are doing an amazing job.
In terms of the trust company and what we'd like to change in education, we've narrowed our focus around Indigenous pathways, so obviously social inclusive education, things we can share between those organisations doing great things to effectively improve a lot of Indigenous people in Australia.
Trying to think of ways that we can be innovative to put the best, most dynamic people in front of our kids, because at the end of the day, what we've found is that that's the X factor piece. It doesn't matter how much stuff you know, if you can't communicate and engage a student, then you're never going to be able to take them on a journey that they need to have that learning experience, which for many of us is a very rich opportunity. So I think if we can get the right talent in front of these kids and people that the kids want to be like, that'll make a huge difference to what we're trying to achieve with our education challenges.
If I could change one thing in the education, it'd be a close decision between either having a really effective student voice at every level in the education discussion, or having school leaders and a culture among schools that supports teachers in bettering themselves.
The students' ability to value themselves and let them see the potential they have clearly and embrace themselves for the endeavours they have in front of them. They limit themselves to what they can do, and they limit their perception of the future ahead of them. And so if I had the opportunity, I'd wish I could give them a set of glasses to see where you can be in 20 years' time.
So a lot less structure, less curriculum, more selective, less standardising and less assessment, but more focusing on education that will help you towards a career that you want.
I would change the way we are currently funded. We've gone a long way in Australia around needs-based funding, which at last has got rid of a lot of the politics about public and private schools, and it's just about giving the funding based on the needs of the students.